Hello everyone, welcome. Day 2 of how to be a rock star wellness coach. This is a 3-day live event. My name is Sarah Small with Autoimmune Tribe. So how'd you guys enjoy yesterday? If you haven't listened to yesterday's training, you can go back and search how to be a rock star wellness coach in the side of this group, and you will quickly find, there's a dog, there's a dog butt. You will quickly find the first day. So this is day 2, and today we're going to be talking about the 7 spiritual laws of success. So I just wanted to begin by asking all of you, what does success mean to you? What does success look like? How would you define your success? You could start by thinking about some of the things that you deem successful, that you have accomplished in your life, or a feeling that you've had. And then also what you're striving for. What that success, what you want it to look like in your life. So what freedom would it include? How would you define success? Maybe there's a financial number tied to it, maybe not. We all have this different definition. Maybe it's a level that you will have reached in your job. Maybe it is a home that you live in. So it can be so many different things. It might also be the number of people that you have served. So what does that look like for you? How would you define your success? And this is important for us to start to think about. And I think that after hearing these 7 spiritual laws of success today, that you guys will have an even more expanded awareness of what success looks like for you. So I just wanted to start with a quote from Deepak Chopra, because these are not my 7 spiritual laws. They are his and from his book. You guys, I'll put a link in the comments for if you want to purchase the book. It's only like, I think, out under $10 maybe. But he writes, success in life could be defined as the continued expansion of happiness and the progressive realization of worthy goals. Success is the ability to fulfill your desires with effortless ease. Do you guys love that? I love effortless ease. Anyone else? That sounds really good to me. And I think that many of us grew up with this belief that achieving success required hard work, determination, intense ambition, and as a result, maybe we have only searched for it in the places that we worked hard, or we've made it harder than it has to be, or we've struggled to try and reach that level, and maybe our life feels really out of balance now. So in Deepak's book, he talks about how desperate striving is not necessary or even desirable, that creation comes forth with ease, and he writes, a seed doesn't struggle to become a tree, it simply unfolds in grace. So I wrote a blog post back this summer, last summer, I can link to that as well. It's called Why I'm Done Working Hard. And it's not that I don't work hard every day, but the point of my blog is much deeper than that. And it is this message that I received over and over in my life, that you had to work hard to be successful. And so you guys can go read that, but I just want to share a little bit of what the premise of that blog post was. And I wrote that I think waiting is for the fearful. I think waiting is for the scared. I think waiting is for the people who are not truly committed yet. So if you want to do something, do it today. Start. Take that leap of faith. You can have fun, and you can enjoy life, and you can make a lot of money, and you can have a family, and you are allowed to do that all at once. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun. It can be light. It can be joyful. It can be exciting. It can be heart-centered. Does not have to be hard and grueling all the time. I experience challenges in my business all the time. Maybe not every single day, but if my business didn't challenge me to be a better coach and a better person every day, I probably wouldn't want to do it. I like the challenge, right? But I don't necessarily like the stress, hard work, must grind all the time. And so that's what I'm trying to move away from, right? When you tune into your higher self, you are divinely led. And I've experienced this where life can be easy, life can be fun, life can be whatever the hell you want it to be, but you have to figure out what's holding you back, let go of that, and then you just have to start. So I think my point here is that it's time to start and time to stop holding back your light and really start to step into your purpose. And I wrote in this blog post too that whenever I received compliments, I used to always respond with like this weird response that was like, oh, well, I worked really hard on that, or I worked really hard on this, or even if it's like, you know, you're so skinny, and I'd be like, well, yeah, like I worked out a lot. Like, why did I do that, right? And I think that part of the reason we try to almost justify the things that are good in our life with we worked hard for them is because we don't feel like we deserve them unless we show people how hard we worked for them. And that's total bullshit. I have stopped that practice, and when people say that something nice, I don't say, oh, I worked really hard for it anymore. I say thank you. So you can make $1,000 in a day, you can make $1,000 in an hour, and it can be easy. You don't have to work hard. It doesn't have to be grueling. Okay. So we're gonna let it be easy, and we're gonna let it feel good, and we are going to tell ourselves that we deserve it, and that we are going to go for it. We are going to stop lollygagging, and we are just going to commit, and commit in a couple places. We are going to commit to stepping forward into our purpose, and we are also going to commit to stop making everything so hard. Are you guys ready to hear about the 7 laws of spiritual success? Okay, you can apply these to your business, you can apply them to your life. They are amazing. Again, from Deepak Chopra. The first one is the law of pure potentiality. What this law says is the source of all creation is pure consciousness. Consciousness, right? Presence. Full divine presence. Really showing up present in your life. So how do we practice this first law of pure potentiality? One way is to get quiet. To meditate. Meditate for 5 minutes a day, meditate for an hour a day, meditate for some amount of time in between, but let that silence show you the messages you need to receive. Let it bring up that potentiality that pure potentiality of your life. And it's also a place for us to sit in consciousness without judgment, practicing non-judgment and entering our day. That's why I love meditation in the morning especially, is that we can then enter our day without judgment and remind ourselves not to judge throughout the day and let things arise in divine timing. So that is the first law of pure potentiality, and your action step for that law is to meditate. And when you meditate, I have solved so many business problems. I have been inspired beyond belief through meditation practice. So that's step 1. Law 1. Law 2 is the law of giving. This is a fun one. It says the universe operates through dynamic exchange. Giving and receiving are different aspects of the flow of energy in the universe. There's inflow and there's outflow. There's ebb and there's flow. There is giving, there is receiving. And so this law within your business invites you to give your knowledge, to give flowers, to give a gift, to give compliments, to give gratitude. It does not have to be a physical gift, or it could be a donation, okay? But give, and then also gratefully receive the gifts that maybe are presented to you in your life. And what that does is there's always this exchange. This is the marketplace. There is the marketplace for money, where we are giving and receiving money, right? You get paid for your work, and then you pay the Whole Foods, you pay the gas attendant, right? And so there is this constant ebb and flow, this exchange. And the same thing goes in your business. You are giving and you are receiving. You are giving and you are receiving. And you are receiving with gratitude, gratefully receiving those compliments, your clients' money, and you are giving high value and high service to the world. So the law of giving, and I also like to preface this in giving back, okay? And I've read a lot about this and heard a lot of really successful people talk about this in the sense that they take at least a certain percentage, and that's going to look different for everybody in their income and their lifestyle, part of their paycheck every month, and they give it back. That might be 50 cents around Christmas time at the Salvation Army Santa Clauses that are ringing their bell, right? It might be, so for example, I give back to the organization I used to work for. It's a food and agriculture organization that does research on sustainable food systems. I think that the work that they do is great. I no longer work for them, but I still want to support their work. So I have an auto pay set up where it just charges me $10 a month and I'm giving back. I also have a kiva.org account set up, and it allows you to, in I think $25 increments, fund different small scale agriculture holders throughout the entire world, but primarily in developing countries where they need, for example, they're crowdsourcing money to buy a goat, and then that goat is going to be part of their business. And these are mostly women agriculturalists and farmers, and so that's something that I'm deeply passionate about. And when I give, I receive. And the cool thing about Kiva too is that the agricultural small holders get to they're required to pay you back too. So it's actually just a loan. So you get your money back and then you invest in somebody else. And so I just keep my money in that site, but it's constantly circulating. We give and receive, give and receive, give and receive. So keep your wealth, your abundance circulating, and allow yourself to receive graciously and give graciously. Okay? 3. Law 3 is the law of cause and effect, aka karma. This is probably one most of us have heard about. It says that every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in like kind. What we sow, we reap. So choose actions that bring happiness and success to others, and that will ensure that the flow of happiness and success comes back to you. Treat others the way that you wish to be treated, like the golden rule, right? So treat others those unto, how does the formal wording go? Don't know. Someone put that into the comments. Treat others the way you wish to be treated. And another example of this is asking yourself some questions before you act, before you launch a program, before you reach out to your client, before you jump on a client call, and you say, what are my intended consequences of what I'm doing? What is my intention with this program? What is my intention with this call? And you really start to get intentional about the energy that you're putting off and you're giving out into the world, so that then that amazing energy can then flow easily back into your life. Making sense? If you guys have any questions about this, pop them in the comments. Law number 4, the law of least effort. This plays a lot into what I was just talking about in the beginning about I am done working hard, I'm done making things harder than they have to be, right? And this law says that nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease, with carefreeness, harmony, and love. And when we harness the forces of harmony, joy, and love, we create success and good fortune with effortless ease. So we are letting things be easy. We are tapping into our divine feminine and allowing things to flow into our lives. We are accepting the people, the situations, the events as they occur. And we are taking responsibility for all of the things that could be seen as problems. And we are not trying to force or to fix things, right? When we see a symptom, this applies to well-being as well, and success in your health. And when we see a symptom as something that we have to fix, we are going against that law of least effort. And instead, can we tap into this law of least effort and allow that symptom to be something that actually helps us flow into the least resistant path to healing? And we allow that symptom to be something that is ultimately healing us versus something that we are fighting or we are forcing. So this law of least effort, you're practicing acceptance, you're accepting the things that happen into your life, knowing that while sometimes shit just happens, oftentimes when things in our lives do happen, we can look into that and we can find deeper meaning and we can find growth, if nothing else. Okay? Accept things as they are in this moment, and you do you. You do you, and you let it be easy. Okay? Law number 5, the law of intention and desire. This law says It says, allow yourself and others the freedom to be who they are. Do not force solutions. Allow solutions to spontaneously emerge. Uncertainty is essential in your path to freedom. So within this law, we are setting, even writing down a clear list of our desires. Also could be seen as goals. What are your goals? Write them down, get very specific about the things that you want to call in and to attract into your life. Now, while this law is called the law of intention and desire, I often see it as like this law of manifestation, where we are getting super, super, super crystal clear about what we want, and then we are allowing them to enter. It also says that we are meant to trust when things seemingly don't go our way, and that sometimes the universe has a different path and things happen in a way that we didn't expect. So if you set a goal for, say, your first $1,000 in your business, and you expected that to come from 2 $500 clients, and then you want to get that money within the first month, 4 weeks, and you're setting that intention, you're holding space for that to come through to you, and then it's getting close to the end of that 4 weeks, and you're getting a little scared, you're getting a little frightened. What you need to do is hold that goal, that intention, that manifestation, keep believing it's going to happen. And at the end of that month, it may happen in a different way than you expected. So for example, instead of that two defined, $500 clients to make that $1,000 that you were expecting and you were manifesting, it may come from one $500 client, $300 in a small priced offer that you offered to your community, maybe through like a funnel, or when they sign up for your email address, and then the other 200 may come spontaneously in the mail. Okay? Let it come in different ways. Trust that that money can come in a different way. This is not just about money. This is about any of your desires, your goals in life, letting them come to you, manifesting them, getting super crystal clear about how they can enter your life, but not forcing them to enter in any certain way. So you can start by writing your list of desires, carrying that with you, journaling it out every morning, reading it before bed, writing it in the morning, and allowing what is present to be to accept what is present. Making sense? Law number 6, the law of detachment. This one reminds me a lot of my yoga practice. In yoga, we have the law of non-attachment. This is the law of detachment. In detachment lies the wisdom of uncertainty. In the wisdom of uncertainty lies the freedom of our past from the unknown, which is the prison of past conditioning. And in our willingness to step into the unknown, the field of all possibilities, we surrender ourselves to the creative mind that orchestrates the dance of the universe. First of all, I just love that. It's like beautiful writing. We surrender ourselves to the creative mind that orchestrates the dance of the universe. How freaking beautiful is that? So that is how Deepak summarizes the law of detachment. What does this mean? It means that you allow yourself to be authentically you. You do not attach yourself to any specific way you should look, way you should talk, post you should put out into the world, specific ways that you should do it just because you see other online wellness coaches doing it, and instead you allow things to be authentically you, and you allow yourself that freedom to experiment and discover and start to listen to your community that you're building and see how they respond and get creative within that, right? Creative mind orchestrates the dance of the universe. When we are tapped in, tuned in, turned on, like Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks always talks about in her rampages, that is our zone of genius. That is our flow state. That is when we can really, truly manifest our desires. And so when we detach, we are detaching to force. We are allowing solutions and ideas and money and relationships and connections and whatever you desire to spontaneously emerge into your life. So that uncertainty is actually essential to your path to success, and to your path to freedom. And uncertainty is the only constant we have. Change is the only constant we have, of not knowing exactly what's going to come next, but knowing that there is always going to be change and shift and transformation in our lives and in the universe. So a little action step for that one: get quiet and do a little meditation on committing to detach from specific paths and outcomes to your goals. Okay? Last one, number 7, the law of purpose in life. This is a big one, right? AKA Dharma. And Deepak writes, seek your higher self, discover your unique talents, ask yourself how you are best suited to serve humanity. Using your unique talents and serving others brings unlimited bliss and abundance. When you are aligned with your life purpose, life feels fucking awesome. When you have discovered and are using your unique talents, you are in your zone of genius, life feels fucking awesome. So ask yourself, how can I serve humanity? How can I serve others? How can I best serve myself and my needs, right? It's not just about giving, it's also about receiving. But that is really what my program, Unicorn Healers Unite, is all about, is stepping into your Dharma, your purpose in life, discovering what are my gifts, what are my passions, what is my zone of genius, how can I build confidence around that, and then within that, let my freaking inner unicorn shine and create unique and authentic programs that are going to really speak to my ideal client, so that I am filling my programs, becoming that healing magnet, and being really true to myself through the process. So it doesn't feel yucky, it doesn't feel salesy, it feels extremely authentic and natural. There is ease, there is abundance, there is freedom to create and to express yourself. So again, within this law, this purpose in life, law of purpose in life, it asks you to express your unique talents, to write down some of the things that make you valuable as a coach, that make you valuable as a human being, that make you unique, that make you special, that are part of your story, part of your healing journey. And as you write some of these things down, you're going to get those aha light bulbs, and you're going to see that you are uniquely suited and qualified to serve or coach your market based on your experiences or your trainings or your accolades or whatever that list is going to look like for you, right? So I've done this before, where I've written down kind of all of my titles, whether it's dog mom, or it is bioenergetic practitioner, or it is avid writer, or journaling lover, right? Like, all of these things make me, and they are part of my unique talents, and they are part of what I then bring to the surface and show up with to my coaching clients. So I love this too. It reminded me a lot of A Course in Miracles when I read this last law, the law of Dharma, life, purpose in life. And the Course in Miracles says, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And to whom? And if you can start every day with those questions, at least in the beginning, you're going to start to find answers. You're going to start to tap into your intuition. You're going to start to brainstorm some of the things that you are meant and put on this earth to do and to create and to be and to have. And it's going to feel really, really, really good. So those are the 7 laws of spiritual success as written by Deepak Chopra. Again, I'm going to link to that blog post I mentioned and to his book. And I'm also going to link to my program, Unicorn Healers Unite. We are going to be talking about all the things I just mentioned. It is 4 weeks, 4 modules. You're going to get a live video and lesson that is going to be very comprehensive and detailed, so that you have value and you have clear, specific tools and action steps based on your niche audience to start to take. And we are going to have a private Facebook group where you can then communicate and build community within the other women that are enrolled in this group. And then I'm going to be there every single day, showing up big for you guys. And then we're also going to, at the end of the week, go through all of your specific questions. We're going to jump on video chat. We can see each other, unless you don't want your video. And we are going to answer each other's questions. So you're going to not only get, my answer to all of your questions, but you're going to have your peers to also help you brainstorm, figure out whether maybe you're in the beginning stages of your business and you're just trying to figure out how to launch, you know, what is even the name of my business going to be? What is aligned? What feels good? What is something that I really want and see myself keeping long term? Not that you aren't allowed to change your business name. And maybe that's not you. Maybe you have already launched and you're like, you have this business, but you're just feeling like you really haven't stepped into that like unicorn yet, and you're not completely unique, and you're using those DIY programs, the templates, and you just haven't quite figured out how to make your business your own and set yourself apart and stand out compared to other wellness coaches. That is what I want to help you do. So really, there's going to be a range of women in this program. I think we're all going to be able to help each other. We've already got some people signed up, and I can't freaking wait. It starts March 1st, and 4 weeks again. The link is autoimmunetribe.com/unicorns. And just a little insight, I named this program Unicorn Healers Unite because you'll see this on the sales page, but I want us to not just see unicorns as something that's trendy, even though it's trendy, but this thing that makes us weird, this thing that makes us unique, this thing that makes us special. And instead of hiding that thing and like putting on this mask and being like, no, I think I said stable horse or something on the sales page, really owning and like taking off that mask so that those things about us can really actually be the things that people are most attracted to us because of those things versus something that we hide and we feel like we can't share with the world. So I want you guys to share your light. I want you to have that clarity. I want you to gain wisdom from my past successes and failures. I'll be sharing all of those. All right. Okay, I got to get going. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me for day 2, and I'll see you for tomorrow for day 3. And we're going to be really breaking down some like big ideas into actionable steps tomorrow. So I'm excited to see you there. Bye.